Hello ladies and gentlemen, subscribe Astro Sundar and press the bell icon. Today we are going to see Simha Lagna, Leo Ascendant, all planet indifferent house. First house, Sun. First house, irritable, rash temperament, liberal and generous, wealthy, a native of authority, power, and rank, strong-willed and respected, very cautious for his respect, ambitious but he has to adjust with his wife, gain through hard work, long fortunate life and victory over enemies. Moon. First house, a good conversationalist, many journeys to mountainous and jungle regions, attracted towards vice habits and youth, a good orator, delicate health, helpful to others, but he may get bad name for helping others, and religious, secret sorrows, occult sciences or new thought studies, danger of punishment by law. Mars. First house, rash temperament, quarrelsome and irritant, health will be average, and may be subjected to any bloody disease. Boils can also appear on body and face. Gain of ancestral property, happy in early age, but last part of life will be poor, worried and diseased. Comforts from wife and children. A man of strong will and will admire good persons. Gain through property, land and long journeys. Fortunate with strangers, foreigners, in-laws, and voyages. Mercury. First house, born in a good, wealthy and respected family, but will be devoid of their comforts. Worried in middle age. Liar and may have even a thievish nature. The native will remain worried on account of overwork, less progeny, relations with other women, enmity with friends and relations, less comforts in life. Money comes readily, real friends and supporters, victory over enemies, successful hopes and fortunate actions. Jupiter. First house, a judicious, religious, and pious native, respected, wealthy, and a man of authority and powers. Blessed with property, respect from rulers, generous and charitable. He may grab the property of his enemies. Many love affairs. Venus. First house, wealthy, learned and intelligent, long life, popular and friends, relation with other women, command over foreign languages, licentious and adulterous, loss of health and wealth in pleasurable pursuits and brethren. Old age will be troublesome and worried. Gain from neighbors and writings, honor through matters of merits and gut. Saturn. First house, Saturn is in enemy's camp, dark complexion, adulterous, sad face, bad thoughts, hatred and flatterer, journeys, no progeny, diseased, unhappy old age, bad company, quarrelsome, envious, disturbed family life, unhappy life but a good writer. Public opponents and troubles through servants. Rahu or Ketu. First house, a liar, licentious, ill-famed and revengeful, disputes and bickerings with people. No happiness in life. Short life. Unsuccessful in hopes and failure in business in spite of efforts. Disrupt in middle age. Second house, Sun. Second house, a good orator, and have strong and forceful power of arguments. Loss of ancestral property. A commanding voice. Victory over enemies. As the age passes, eyesight will be afflicted. Happy and wealthy in old age. May be owner of agriculture land. A self-made man. Good health. A long fortunate life. Harmony and triumph over difficulties. Moon. Second house, a big family, but will remain outside the family. Less gain from ancestral property. Of sweet and soft speech. Skilled in many arts. May create property by his own labor. Secret sorrows. All difficulties can be lightened by occult or new thought studies and science. Mars. Second house, of rash temperament, poor and worried. Disfavor from gut. In middle age. Gain of ancestral property. Loss in business and troubles in service. Grief from children. Gain through land, property etc. Money also can be gained from foreign merchants, science, learning and publication including travel. Mercury. Second house, learned, intelligent and of sweet speech. Afflicted eyesight in middle of life. A wealthy and comfortable native. Brothers and sister will enjoy a comfortable life. Respect and gain of wealth. Gain through friends, legislative and self-efforts. Jupiter. Second house, birth in a respected and good family, promotions, comforts, and gain up to middle age. A man of words. Clever and intelligent. gain through deceased. Respected, owner of land, lucky up to middle age. After then there will be a downfall for some period. A happy old age. Gain through investment and children. Venus second house. Intelligent, religious and kind-hearted, but no gain. Will have impressive speech. Devoid of money and will lead a miserable life. Gain in money by industry, trade, and govt. Money through educational affairs, short journeys, writings, music etc. Saturn second house. Liar, dangerous, loss of money in litigations, adulterous, believer of many religions, poor, without any permanent residence, loss in business and loss through theft and amusements. Last part of life is unhappy. When well aspected money through service, employees and small animals. Gain by marriage. Rahu or Ketu second house. Poor or troublesome. Disfavor and troubles. Disrespected and ill-famed. Loss of ancestral property. Under debt. Will have some secret disease. Disputes and enmity with people. Third house. Sun third house. Sun is debilitated sign. A worried and grateful life. Less comforts from brothers and a few sister. Unsuccessful hopes, downfall and loss. Many enemies. Here troubles. Short journeys. Opportunity delayed. Moon third house. Comforts in foreign land. Under debt. Disease of syphilis may attack him. Dependent on relations and brothers. Sorrows and troubles through kins and friends. Occult learning. If aspected by Jupiter, good results than above. And gain from occult sciences. Mars third house. Devoid from brothers and sisters. If they are, then worries and troubles on their account. Brave and unfearful native. Will earn through hard efforts. Diseases of chest, headache and lungs. Half-life will be full of worries and troubles. Progress through research, travel, and writings. Mercury third house. A learned, respected, famous and a scholar of astrology and occult science when aspected by Jupiter. Blessed with power of intuition. Less comforts from brothers. Loss of ancestral property. Gain through education, writings, and publications etc. Friendship among neighbors and kindred. Friends through writing and journeys. Jupiter third house. Licentious and adulterous. Out of control from the parents. Disputes and enmity with relations. Will be comfortable and lead a pleasurable life for a short period. Loss in vice acts. Troubles through brothers. Fortunate in realizing debts and gain through deceased. Liking for travel, sports, drama, and adventures. Venus third house. Extravagant due to women, adulterous, many relations with women, sexy and licentious. Fond of music. A good power of arguments. Gain from learnings, writings, short journeys and brothers. Respectful. Gain through in-laws and govt. Saturn third house. Saturn is exalted in Libra. Many brothers and sisters. Diseased. Unsuccessful in plans due to illness. Started in young age. Inclined to other religious. Gain of parental property. And in the affairs of opposite sex. Wealthy in last part of life. If afflicted, enmity with brothers and relations or a neighbor. Rahu or Ketu third house. Many brothers and sisters. Elevation. And comforts in middle age. Successful plans and hopes. Here disease in youth. Pious, hate the opposite sex, and may renunciate the world. Fourth house. Sun fourth house. In favor of parents. Will enjoy the long life of parents. Success and happiness after middle age. Gain of ancestral property, but will not be much benefited out of that. He will gain in worldly affairs. Gain through land and mines. Success late in life. Moon fourth house. Death of mother in youth, may be adopted by someone. Acquisition of property in middle of life. Gain from foreign land. Clever and gain from business and trade. Secret sufferings. Mars fourth house changeable profession. Gain from parental property. In middle life either mother will die or be seriously ill. Gain and wealthy due to help of brothers. Loss through natural calamities. Mercury fourth house. Not so educated. Cautious for respect may be cause of loss for his maternal relations. Gain of ancestral property. Loss for father. Gain of property and wealth in last part of life. Gain through land and mines. Jupiter fourth house. Learned and intelligent. Generous, knowledge and command over rules and law points. Will have self-created property. Love of home, well respected, wealthy and happy in last phase of life. Gain through children. If afflicted, reverse other results. Venus 4th house. Loss of wealth and property in adulterous actions. Happy and wealthy, blessed with conveyance in youth. Residence in foreign land. Success, gain, honor, and land at close of life. Saturn 4th house. In enemy's house, loss of agricultural land, proud, worried and may become selfish. High position in life by dint of hard labor, faces many difficulties in life, gain through marriage. Unsuccessful in plans and schemes due to proudness. No gain from parental property. Long life to mother. Rahu or Ketu 4th house. Journey to distant lands. No gain from parents. Will be a source of troubles for parents. A good rank but no comforts. Loss through animals. 5th house. Sun 5th house. Very wealthy, learned and respected. Cautious about his respect. A native of fame, authority, and power. In middle of life one will be at the helm of the affairs. Comforts from children. Respect and favor from gut. Journeys to foreign land. Delight in pleasure, amusements, sports, and children and success through these. Moon 5th house. Birth of sons, but less comforts from. More daughters. Intelligent but average living. Devoid from comforts of mother in youth. Journeys in life. Loss of ancestral property. Gain from relations of mother. A kind-hearted and well-wisher of all. Secret sorrows and difficulty through love, speculation, children and gambling. Mars 5th house. Of rash temperament and quarrelsome. Worried from children. Children will not remain within control. Happy married life. Wife will be of good nature. Gain through father, liberal or unconventional ideas in regards to union and free living. Mercury 5th house. Intelligent and learned. Worried in early age. Respected and social. Gain of wealth in old age. Successful hopes and a native of high thought. Gain through children, friends etc. Jupiter 5th house. Generous, respected, learned and well versed in worldly affairs. Love affairs, respect gain, authority, and rank from gut. Early life will be average. Adventures. Are wealthy and will lead a comfortable life. Worried from progeny. May be under debt in life. From middle age onward, one will lead life of a prince, and also gain from children. Will lead a respectable life. Venus 5th house. Enmity with father and children. Fond of music, dance and of opposite sex. Loss of wealth due to women. Loss and worries from gut, and entangles in litigations. Accomplishment and travel to pleasure resorts. Gain through speculations. Saturn 5th house. Adulterous, no happiness from sons, rheumatism, more than one attachments, cruel, maybe murderer, disrespected being licentious and bad company, loss by speculation, sickly children, illness due to overindulgence in pleasure and sports. Rahu or Ketu 5th house. Unreligious, unchaste, worried and ill-famed, worried and may suffer loss through sons, changeable professions, loss or shortage of progeny. 6th house. Sun 6th house. A troubled and worried life, loss and disfavor from gut, litigations, and disputes in life, but victory over enemies. Enmity with relations and many persons. Diseases of eyes and intestines may attack the native. Unhappy and uncomfortable life. Sickness among children. Pleasure through food, clothing and small animals. Moon 6th house. Poor and under debt. Loss and troubles through the foreign rulers, but will be saved in the end. Windy complaints and TB in old age. Troubles through employees and animals. Limitation on account of sickness. Mars 6th house. Licentious and adulterous. Disrespected. Many disputes and one has to face many challenges in life. Loss through gut, servants, opponents and may face many troubles. In the end, will have victory over enemies, and may be a bit comfortable in old age. Loss through export. Mercury 6th house. The native will lead a happy life in an average way. Of delicate health, without any opportunities and enemies. Will remain balanced in case of money, but at times will feel difficulties, and may be under debt. May be a case of loss to maternal relation. Middle life will be full of miseries and troubles. Interest in social welfare, faithful servants and gain through them. Jupiter 6th house. Diseased and worried. Devoid from the comforts of elders and face disputes. Disrespected. Loss through enemies and opponents. And of property and the litigations. Sickness among children. Gain through careful speculation. Venus 6th house. Adulterous and licentious. Loss of wealth through enemies, women, and vices. Fickle-minded, under debt. A troubled life. May become victim of diseases like windy complaints, syphilis etc. Modest position. Difficulties through brothers. Gain and honor through service, employment. Injury or sickness through journey. Saturn 6th house. Diseased. Victory over enemies. Loss through litigations and opponents. Disrespected. Disturbed from wife. Loss of money, but will become a bit comfortable after young age. Sickly and bad wife. Rahu or Ketu 6th house. Loss of wealth and property in litigations and disputes. Short life. Disrespected. A troubled and worried life. 7th house. Sun 7th house. Strained relations with wife. Association with opposite sex. Fickle-minded. Loss through business or troubles in service. Will face litigations and disputes especially in the middle age. Marital unhappiness. Moon 7th house. Voyage. Relation with many women. Changeable and unprofitable profession. Financial status will be average. There will be disputes, losses, and difficulties in the early age. Troubles through deceit and treachery, union, contracts, and partnerships etc. Mars 7th house. Licentious and adulterous, disputes and quarrels in early life, and becomes ill-famed. Strained relations with wife. Loss in business. But in middle of life, one will be blessed with comforts, respect and wealth. Gained by marriage, land, and women. Marriage with stranger of education and refinement whose relations will oppose. Mercury 7th house. Unhappy due to relation with many women. Changeable professions, disrespected and loss in business. The financial condition will be good to average. Wife will be loving with desirable friendship and social connections. Success in lawsuits. Gain by marriage. If afflicted reserve results. Jupiter 7th house. Marriage in a wealthy family and gain therefrom. The wife will be faithful and gentle. Gain from his own profession. After the middle age, one will face a serious accident, not bodily, due to which he will face many difficulties, loss of wealth by theft, and may be under debt. Pleasure or close association and understanding with partner, but discord with children. Venus 7th house. Adulterous and licentious. Gain through opposite sex. One will oppose his elders and preceptor. Lucky in young age. A good conversationalist. Gain in profession. Marriage as a result of journeys, writings or to a relation. Gain through lawsuits and marriage. Saturn 7th house. This is a Multrikona Rasi of Saturn. One will be deep thinker and slow worker. Gain from residence in foreign land. Selfish, shameless, and quarrelsome. Wife will be of independent views, but there will be bickering with wife and non-religious. Success in lawsuits, marriage in good family, but wife will be untrue or hostile. Rahu or Ketu 7th house. Loss or wealth in disputes and litigations. Danger to respect, loss in life due to opposition. Short life and may be ill-famed. 8th house. Sun 8th house. Loss of ancestral property. The native will suffer from blood and intestine diseases. Loss of wealth through failure and unsuccessful in hopes. Peaceful death through irregularity. Death of father during young age of the native. Occult experience. Moon 8th house. Death of mother and some other old man in early age, worried and troubled. Under debt and poor. Change of religion or unreligious short life. Loss through relations, friends, and opponents. Many enemies and unsatisfactory end. Secret enemies die and trouble over inheritance. Mars 8th house. Short life, death due to wound or fall. Disrepute in middle age. Poor and under debt. Loss through employees if afflicted. Gain by legacy or estate and long journeys. Psychic experience. Mercury 8th house. He will be endowed with abundant land and wealth. but he will have limited marital felicity and be bereft of happiness from his elder brother gained through his wife's relatives, be liberal, virtuous, sensuous, and will remain at the command of his spouse. Jupiter 8th house. Birth in a good respected family. Not much wealthy. He will be religious and preach others. Average, normal and comfortable life. Suffers through children and loss through speculations. Spiritualistic experience. Venus 8th house. More than one marriage. Gain through opposite sex. Loss through relations with other women. Headache. Diseased in middle age. Relations with friends and relatives will not be much cordial. Gain through estates, lawsuits, legacies, insurance of other. False accusation, sickness, or death of brother. Journeys on account of troubles. Saturn 8th house. Long life, fear from thieves, fire and enemies. Diseased. Disrespected profession, displeasure of gut, and superiors and bad company. Dangerous illness. Financial towards for faithful service. Property by marriage. Death of partner. Some inheritance but difficulty over it. Rahu or Ketu 8th house. Danger from enemies and thieves. Loss of wealth. Drunkard and remain under debt. Loss of property due to enemies or litigations. Danger to respect. Troubles and turmoils in life. 9th house. Sun 9th house. Good stature. Strong and stout. Not clear but good complexion. Large eyes. Noble. Violent, courageous. Gain of wealth. Man of authority and rank. Gain of ancestral property. Victory over enemies. Famous and a terror to enemies. Delighting in warlike actions and enterprise. Long journeys. Psychic dreams. Gain through in-laws. Liking for science, inventions etc. Moon 9th house. Loss in disputes and litigations. May be the cause of loss to maternal relations. Worried and troubled. Medium span of life. Death of father in young age. No comforts from ancestral property in spite of the fact that the native will be blessed with such property. Long journeys, secret missions, secluded research sacrificed for science or religious. Mars 9th house. Devoid in youth from the comforts of father. Wealthy and will lead a comfortable life. Respected. Many journeys in life for educations, scientific or religious purposes. Prophetic dreams. Many fine qualities. Mercury 9th house. Learned, intelligent, generous, religious, and skilled. Fond of long traveling and wealthy. Friends and just high-ups. Like a king and helpful to people. Gain by books. Trading at sea. Religion and science. Gain and success through long journeys. Friendship through travel and learning. Jupiter 9th house. Lucky and learned. Long life and generous. Pilgrimage, non-dutiful children and good deeds. Helpful to others. Long life to father. Gain from publication of own books. Good and renowned author. Loss and troubles in old age. Pleasure in foreign land. Afflicted with windy complaints. Death in a distant land. Partner has troubles with relatives over money matters. Providential help at the time of difficulty. Venus 9th house. Wealthy and learned. The native will be blessed with property, conveyance, and comforts. Early death of father. Will become unhappy and face troubles at times in life. Many long journeys in life. Gain through philosophy, publishing and science. Brothers are likely to go for journey to foreign and marry. A religious and intellectual mother. Saturn 9th house. In enemy's camp. Worried. Loss of parents' property. Unlucky as the age advances, especially in old age. Journeys without gain. Break in education. Disagreement with father. Fond of occult science. Sickness abroad while traveling. Danger through overstudy. Marriage to a stranger from afar and gain thereby. Partner's journey to foreign land. Family environments will not be congenial. Rahu or Ketu 9th house. Change of profession, many journey, troubled and worried life, of wicked nature, actions, and thoughts. Under debt but in spite of all, he will be well respected. Cautious for his respect. An intelligent native. 10th house. Sun 10th house. Respected and wealthy. A man of power and authority. Gain and respect from govt and officers. Success in disputes and litigations. A comfortable life. Merit, honor, Success, rise to high professional or social position. If afflicted, reverse results. Moon 10th house. Voyage, respected and respectable profession. Victory in disputes and litigations. Gain and respect in foreign land. Fond of traveling. He may get ill fame at a time in life. Victory over enemies and cautious for respect. If weak and afflicted, then liability to disgrace, discredit and persecution from superiors and govt, resulting in a long journey or retirement in seclusion. Sorrows through mother or troubles with in-laws. Mars 10th house. Victory over enemies, respected and native of authority and powers. He can be a magistrate. Brave but very strict. Wealthy. Gain from trade, profession, or govt, work or by fruits of earth. Honor and credit through science, literature, or travel. Success in foreign affairs. Reverse if afflicted. Mercury 10th house. A good profession, well behaved and learned. A good mathematician and doctor of medicines. Generous and charitable. Comforts to parents from him. Respect and regard in middle of life. Friendship with high ups and honors through them. Jupiter 10th house. Wealthy and learned. A native of powers and authority. A judicious and have comforts from children and wealth. He can be a judge or head of a village, etc. Favor and authority from govt and officers. Renown in speculation, business or theatrical work. Gain through wife or in-laws and his own mother. Venus 10th house. Wealthy, native of authority, respect, and regards from govt and officers. Owner of land, property, and conveyances. Learned, well behaved. Gainful journeys. A lucky. Loss after middle age. Worries and troubles. Fond of music and dance. Honor or renown through writings or other accomplishments. Journey with mother. Saturn 10th house. Not obedient to father. Liar. Licentious. Lucky after middle age. Respected and blessed with immovable property and agricultural land. Sickness through dishonor. Sorrows on account of mother or in-laws. If aspected by Jupiter, reverse results. Rahu or Ketu 10th house. Skilled and well versed in jobs of machinery. Respected. Gain favor from govt. In middle of life, one may face disputes and may be under debt. A worried and troubled man, and on such troubles and worries, one may go to foreign country where he will be benefited. 11th house. Sun 11th house. Intelligent, learned and respected. Wealthy and man of powers and authority. Respect and gain from govt. Large circle of friends. Comforts from conveyance. Elder brothers will also be well fixed in life. But in a middle age, one may face reversals, worries and troubled life. Service or profession may face serious troubles if afflicted. Pleasure in life, hopes, and wishes often attained. Moon 11th house. Sweet-tempered, skilled and clever. Victory over enemies. Gain through friends. A good profession and respected native. Blessed with property, respect, and authority. He will rule others. Successful hopes. If afflicted, reverse results. Mars 11th house. Wealthy and respected man. Devoid from elder brother, if the same is. Strained relations with him. Brothers and sisters will suffer from loss of progeny. Till middle age, life will be miserable, troubled and worried from enemies. May be a cause of loss to maternal relations. Voyages. He will be adversely rewarded for his good actions and behavior with others. Many hopes will attained in old age. Gain from foreigners, and in foreign land. Mercury 11th house. Comforts from conveyance, blessed with wealth and property. Gain from friends, respected and generous. Loved by friends and relations. More expenditure than income. Well-defined hopes and wishes. Accidental fortune. Jupiter. Respected, wealthy and comfortable. Gain and comforts from conveyance. A native blessed with land and property, favor, and power from govt, fond of children. Will have a good rank and authority. Generous and famous. Builder of houses. Successful hopes. Pleasure among legislators and ambassadors, etc. Venus 11th house. In early and old age, will face difficulties and worried. Loss of wealth. In middle age, one will be happy, respected, wealthy and gain through journeys. Gain from brothers. Hopes and wishes accomplished through progressive studies. Eminent friends amongst high-ups and legislators. Ambitions ideal. helpful to his associates and others. Saturn 11th house. Devoid of elder brother, and if blessed with, no happiness from him. Bad thoughts, bold and courageous. Litigations and a liar. Livelihood from agriculture land. Interest in politics and social life. Rahu or key to 11th house. Skilled, respected, famous and intelligent. Gain from foreign land. Brave, courageous and respected. Accumulated wealth will be wasted in old age. Danger of respect. Loss and troubles through enemies and opponents. 12th house. Sun 12th house. A native of authority, powers, rank and wealth. Success in middle life. An honest, generous, and cautious for his respect. Connections with high-ups. Respected by the people, if well aspected. Otherwise fear of imprisonment, secret unhappiness, occult science, sufferings and misfortune. Moon 12th house. Respected and famous. Cautious or his respect. Average living. Residence in foreign land. Early life troublesome, after that life be happy. Occult abilities, powerless enemies, secret investigations, limitations, afflictions, and adversities prove to be blessing in disguise by development of inner power. Mars 12th house. Adulterous and extravagant. Loss of property, business, and wealth in middle age. Adoption of another profession. Difficulties through religion, science, journey, long journey. Afflicted health, end of life in seclusion. Mercury 12th house. Worried and lost through enemies. Troubled and poor. Good friend among occult persons. Pleasure in peaceful, quiet and secluded places. No gain from education. A troubled and worried life. Gain by affairs of secret nature, hospital, and animals. Deceitful children, and sorrowful friends. Jupiter 12th house. Extravagant average profession. Sorrows through children. Loss of service. Generous and respected. Honest and will spend the money on good jobs and public welfare. Speculations cause ruins. Difficulty over inheritance or fear of imprisonment. Venus 12th house. Respected, happy and wealthy native. Comforts from wife and conveyance. Owner of land and property is strong. After middle age there will be downfall resulting loss of wealth, respect and property etc. Loss of office, honor, and dignity. Difficulty in employment. Occult science gainful. Danger of enemies and imprisonment while in journeys. Saturn 12th house. Under debt and unlucky. Loss in middle age. Danger of death at the hands of enemies. May be a cause for extinction of family. Loss of money and ancestral property. Fear of imprisonment. Work of secret or mysterious nature. Interest in archaeology and in submarine life. Unhappy marriage. Rahu or key to 12th house. Unfruitful journey to foreign land. In early life there will be troubles and worries, litigations, and disrespect. After middle age, the native will he happy lucky, gain of wealth, respect and regard from govt,